The UH women's soccer team may have had a slow start this season, but it's nothing a little fight can't fix, according to head coach Chris Fowl, who I had an opportunity to interview with. Check it out. So with the loss against SMU being our first game in the conference, do you think that we'll be able to come back?
I think so. This is our second year in the conference, and we're kind of rebuilding the program with some youth. We have 7 teams ranked in the top 100. I think 7 teams that are ranked in the region, and 3 or 4 teams ranked in the top 30. So we know we got a small window. We have to compete hard. We tied UConn, who was ranked as high as 18th in the country at the beginning of the year, which is a great result. But we know we don't have an easy game this year in the conference. Every game is going to be difficult. The things that we're trying to teach our young team is to battle, compete every game, don't give up, and I think we've done a good job of that so far.
So Alexis Weaver, she's a strong player, she's very tough. What are your expectations for her throughout the rest of the conference?
To leave a legacy. There's really never been standards set here, and Alexis Weaver has a chance to do that, not necessarily in a record, but in terms of showing up to practice, being a great teammate, being a strong leader, showing on and off the field what to do and how to be a good teammate, and that's something we're expecting from her, and she's been absolutely tremendous. The growth in her has been phenomenal. She's been a player that we can count on from day to day with no excuses, and really like what she's become.
Awesome. So going forward, what is your main focus against this upcoming game against Temple?
To continue off what we did with UConn. I thought we battled. We did some good things. We created some good opportunities, but we defended as a team for the first time in a long time for 90 minutes. I think we can do that with Temple. You know, I think we're a dangerous enough team now that up front we can create a couple opportunities. But we just want to continue to grow what we're doing, and I think as a young team, if we can continue to do that, anything can happen with us.
Senior forward Alexis Weaver is one of the key players on the team. Last year, she was Houston's top offensive player, and I also got an opportunity to sit with her one-on-one and talk about her final season. Moving back, before you were in high school, you were first team All-League for 3 years. What were some of the reasons that made you want to come to U of H?
Honestly, I wanted to get out of California, get out of my comfort zone. I wanted to be able to grow not only as a player, but also as a person. So I had a teammate from my club team that came here, so she was one of the reasons why. And honestly, when I came on campus, I just felt like I was at home.
Wow, great. So the first few conference games coming in, we had a few losses. What do you think is the main focus, or should be the main focus for you and your team going forward?
For the team, I think we just need to focus on ourselves and each other and being a family. Our main focus should be to just take one opponent as they come. Our next focus is Sunday against Temple. It should be a really good game, and hopefully we'll come out with a winning result.
So it's your senior year.
Yeah.
Coming up, homecoming's coming up. I know you're getting the whole bubble guts feeling.
Yep.
What is your favorite memory? What are you gonna miss most?
Honestly, I'm gonna miss the team environment. Last season we got to go to a lot of cool places traveling. We went to Louisville, Indianapolis, Philadelphia, which was my favorite. I love Philly, but I'm gonna miss just the team and being able to travel every weekend to different places. It's just been a blessing.
Number 5, Alexis Weaver.
Thank you for watching. I'm Vanessa Onyekwere. Remember, don't just sit there, get in the game.
To stay up to date on all things UH sports, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/inthegameuh and on Twitter at twitter.com/inthegame_UH.
The Cougar tennis team features players that have made it to the finals in at least 3 tournaments so far the offseason. We also have a freshman who's won her collegiate tournament championships back-to-back. Now, you said you played some of your toughest matches, and you actually beat one of your highest-ranked opponents. She's number 53 in the nation, Sophie Watts of Fresno State. Can you tell me what it took to beat her?
It was one of the most difficult matches I played because it wasn't. First of all, we started at 7 o'clock at night and we played for about 3 hours. I was down in the first set, I was down in the second set, and I was down a couple of match points. So it was kind of a thriller match. I managed to, I felt that I was playing very good, and I sat down on one of the changeovers and I said to my coach, it's so unfair, I'm playing so good, but I'm losing. I want to change this around.
So tell me about how you feel you're doing this season as opposed to last spring.
Well, I think I'm doing better, just working really hard with the whole team, just trying to get better every day. Last year I was kind of a freshman as a transfer, so this year I'm used to everything, and it's just better.
What are you doing this fall, like technically and physically, to really improve by your spring?
I'm really trying to work hard in my fitness and on the court, just technical stuff, little stuff that's going to improve my game every day, just trying to work with both coaches and see what the best thing for me is.
That's great. And we have another home tournament in about 2 weeks, the weekend of Halloween. What are your own expectations for yourself?
Well, we're first focusing on regionals that's coming up. We're leaving tomorrow to go to regionals, and that's going to be very exciting. The whole team's going to go there. And for the home tournament, just expecting to do my best. I just want to go on court and play my best tennis out there and have fun.
I'm Alyssa Cervantes with your tennis updates. Now let's go to Ciara Rouege with volleyball.
Houston volleyball has a lot of returning starters this year. Katie Cullerkin, their outside hitter, being one of the strongest. Now, Katie is literally killing it out there on the court. In a match against Texas A&M Corpus Christi a few weeks ago, she scored 37 hits, making the school and conference record. Now, fans are waiting to see what she'll do in the match against Temple this weekend.
Well, she's our big offensive leader. In conference, having over 5 kills a game, which is pretty impressive. Nationally, she's also been ranked, so pretty much for us, it's been a big offensive contributor to the team's success.
Coach Platt isn't the only one to notice that Cullerkin is key to the team's offense.
I didn't know she broke the record, so finding that out right now it's crazy. It's awesome for her. I mean, it's her last season here in Houston. You know, breaking a school record is a great thing here. Her senior season, her last season here. I know to her it meant a lot, and as a fellow senior, it kind of encourages me as back row, you know, beat the record for digs or service aces, that type of stuff. So as a teammate, it, you know, encourages me, sets the standard really high, and I want to meet that standard as well.
Now that Cullerkin has broken the school and conference record for most kills in the match, would you say that the team is under pressure to break other records?
I definitely think there is a pressure. I'm not a hitter, so I don't know the pressure front row. There probably is pressure on Cotty, some of our other hitters, Courtney Warren, Katie Waters, Courtney Smith, etc. I definitely think they can beat it. It's not unattainable. I don't think they're thinking about it constantly, though. They're just going out there doing their best, and, you know, beat the record happens, it happens. But I think it definitely could happen again.
After finishing 5th in the league last season with an 18-15 record, Coach Platt has a different strategy for this year.
Well, this season, the whole American Conference, Athletic Conference, everybody's gotten a little bit better. You know, middles have been more part of the offense and more teams. So for us, it's being able to consistently stop middles and still, you know, contribute to our offensive system. So being able to dig and convert. This is something that we have had to get a little bit better at.
So, Coach, what's the game plan against Temple?
Temple's a very good team. They have a nice, strong outside hitter, right side hitter, and we just got to be able to stop the middle and the right side. So, you know, having a strong defensive system behind that to be able to run our offense is really what we're looking for. So, again, we need Cotty and Warren to score and Kiki to run our offense and our passers to get good passing. But defensively, we've got to step up just a bit.
How is the team looking to improve?
Well, first and foremost, you know, just being really aggressive serving. We've got to take it to our opponents to take them out of system serving and being aggressive and relentless back there about that. And then it would be our defense. We need to have a strong block and good defensive systems that are working together as a unit so that we can convert to kills, to kill ratios.
Natalie Keck is a returning player, and she can't wait to take on Cincinnati again.
You know, I'm excited to play them again here, and, you know, revenge Cincinnati the same at Cincinnati, and so it's just kind of, for me, it's just taking it one game at a time, but those are my two big things for me.
Houston volleyball takes on Temple this weekend at the Athletic Alumni Center. For more information, updates, and times, check us out at facebook.com/inthegame_UH. With your volleyball updates, I'm Ciara Rouege. And remember, don't just sit there, get in the game.